Women are raped because they're women. Men are raped because they're not real men. It's a way of dominating them. So it takes away their masculinity. So there's a kind of shame that men may feel that might be somewhat different for women.
Next thing I know is I get hit from behind. I'm getting kicked, I'm getting pushed, and I get off and I start fighting. After I try fighting them off, they pull a gun to me.
Men often don't say to themselves, what could I have done to avoid this, except like kill him or, beat him up or something.
3 men in general had each raped me at gunpoint. They each took turns doing different things. They had me pretend to perform sexual acts with a gun. To them, it was like such this power control thing for them to be able to put such a weapon to me, but at the same time have me come off very submissive. But I was just so scared for my life at that point that I just didn't know what to do.
The targeting of men by other men is a way of dominating them. It's also a way, of assuming that they're the victory.
Go to the police department as a male and say, so-and-so happened to me. I mean, will they believe me? Started thinking, well, why don't I speak out? What was the one thing that I worried about the most? I started worrying about what other men would think of me.
If all things were equal, it would be great for there to be all male groups, for men to be able to talk about this particular gendered shame that they carry that might have some different meanings to them than it carries for women. But all things are not equal.
I think when men speak out, people don't know what to say. They're just so shocked, which to me nowadays, I'm thinking, what's there to be shocked about?
Well, the focus should be about women because women are much more likely to be victims of sexual assault and rape. If we do that in such a way that denies that men are a part of this equation, I would think that that's a problem and that that's somehow lessening our ability to actually create a safe space.
They don't have the kind of cultural permission to talk about their feelings, because they see it as it's a weakness.
It's a lot harder for a young boy when they're molested or abused because there's this expectation that they're tough and that they can handle it. And so they may have to force themselves to put on that tough exterior, meanwhile on the inside they're crumbling. There's a lot of expectations in traditional gender roles that they just need to tough it out and deal with it. So when you have that attitude, it makes it a lot harder for these kids to recover or even come out with what's happened to them.
I do remember my first speak out at Take Back Tonight. It was pretty cool just seeing the reactions of people that be accepted.
A lot of our ideas of masculinity are 50 years old and are kind of detrimental to our identities, to people around us.
The more survivors speak out, the more people are going to realize out there that this is an issue. Men can break out of that man box and support other men.
If men had been doing this or thinking about themselves in the same way that women have been thinking about their own social position through feminist theory, that men would be a lot more than what they are now. A lot more secure, a lot less likely to have the kind of frustration, identity issues that lead to sexual violence.
When I look back at the work that I'm doing today, I kind of look at it as maybe a defining moment. Maybe there was a spirit that would me say, you know what? We need you in this world. We need you to go out there and make a difference. We need people to be able to hear your story. Not just hear your story, but we need people to be able to know that this is an issue that does happen out there. And that's the one thing that I was able to focus on, to that one spirit that was very helpful to me to get through it.